Ranking by skin tone. Blindfolded versus actual. I don't know what that means, but fuck.
So you know the chicken sandwich, right?
It looked like you'd be
really
interested.
Fire, obviously, but they're
What?
so you know the chicken sandwich, right? It's really fire, obviously, but there are two main.
They ranking by who's the lightest and who's the darkest. They ranking by who do you think is the blackest and who's the basically like the whitest. Oh fuck. So they got, as you can see, they got snow bunnies, melanin queens, light skin majestic ass niggas, bro. Nigga like motherfucking Aquaman. I don't know what she could possibly be. She could possibly be like, I don't want to say just offer put Snow Bunny on her. I feel like she's something else. She kind of like, she look like she could be related to him. She look like she could be related to him. White guy and light skin girl. All right.
So you know the chicken sandwich, right? It's really fire, obviously, but there are two main options. One is Chick-fil-A and one is Popeyes. Yeah, if you pick Popeyes, move to the left-hand side, and if you like Chick-fil-A, maybe move to the right-hand side.
What you mean by that, my brother? Saying all the blackest folk just go to Popeyes off rip? What you trying to say?
I'm Kat Ariel. I'm 24 years old.
Hi, I'm Isabella, and I'm 24 years old.
They should have known just to throw that to the, you know what I'm saying?
I'm Alexander, and I'm 25 years old.
I feel like it also, but I wouldn't just base it off the name, though. I feel like off the way they say it, you can kind of tell. Off the way people kind of say things.
Hi, I'm Ronia, and I'm 24 years old.
Hi, I'm Pierre, and I'm 19 years old.
That's a fire name, nigga. No dick suck. Actually, maybe. But, bro, that's a fire name.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I'm 19 years old.
Hi, I'm Jaslyn, and I'm 20 years old.
You
I was
got a
just
goat name,
purely
my
trying
nigga.
to go off of voice. Initially, I just wanted to sort it as like black, and then everyone else.
So I think the girl to my left has to go more towards the left for darker. I hear an accent, so I think that it's like Middle Eastern, like Indian possibly.
So we can put her at number
That makes
4 if you
sense.
want. Just right dab in the middle.
Yeah, she could go 4.
I can see why they say that by the accent.
The way you speak reminds me of certain like AAVE kind of sound patterns that we see in linguistics. So I
Why she sound a certain type of, like, she sound like she's from, like, a certain type of place, bro. I'm trying to, she kind of sound a little, like, maybe England, maybe Irish a little, like, you feel me? Like, I don't know, is it just me that's hearing that? What the fuck? Why just give me another notey? Alright, whatever, bro. My shit is bugging. Anyway, bro, y'all, am I the only one that's hearing that, though, bro? Like, I'm getting, like, a Irish/England type of vibe from this girl.
feel like of certain like AAVE kind of sound patterns that we see in linguistics. So I
A little bit more Irish than England, though.
feel like you could be darker. So I don't know.
But
if
when
that-
she says darker, like, you know, darker, like, you know, darker, like she saying like a England villain, darker.
you just stay where you are, or
Y'all see what
you
I'm saying,
can't
bruh?
change or anything.
I also do have like a lot of AABE like in my dialect, so it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting it.
Pierre, I believe, has a very French-sounding name. I would say he should switch his spot with me.
Yo, yeah.
Remind me of your name, the one with the accent that was to my right.
Ronia?
I am very familiar with a lot of people with a similar accent, and the area is
She's Irish, isn't she?
diverse for sure, but I'm sensing that she might be a little lighter skinned, actually. So yeah, maybe one over.
I had a little icebreaking question. How many of us here tan easily?
I do.
I tan very easily.
I do.
I think
I
I
know.
tan.
Of us here
Who said that?
tan easily?
I do.
I tan
What'd you just say?
very.
How many of us here tan easily?
I do.
I do. What you mean by what? Wait. I do. Shorty, come on now. We about the same thing. We about the. And if I know I can get blacker in certain parts of the world where the sun is really hitting me on, but come on now, easily. Come on now. We don't tan that often now. Come on now. We don't tan like that now.
Tan very easily.
I do.
I think I tan easily.
That was a great question.
We don't tan like
Did
that
tan
now.
easily.
Yeah, the girl to my left.
Me too.
Yeah, whoever said they don't tan easily should go on the lighter side.
Oh, I'm noticing now a little bit. This may be totally off, but I detect a little bit of Latin in your accent. I might be totally.
I mean, how much blacker can we
I
get?
agree that there's definitely an accent. I just can't pinpoint exactly where it's from.
How far do you think that she should move up?
Maybe not at the very end. Definitely somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I'd say like maybe.
Maybe 4.
It's hard.
Like,
It's hard to decide.
4's the magic number for
Yeah,
day.
4 could be good.
She looked
So
familiar.
you know the chicken
The one in the
sandwich,
red.
right? It's really fire, obviously. But there are two main options. One is Chick-fil-A, and one is Popeyes. Yeah, if you pick Popeyes, move to the left-hand side, and if you like Chick-fil-A, maybe move to the right-hand side.
Nigga, what you mean by that, bro? Bro, what do you mean by that, bruh? You feel me? Like, I can't, bruh. Why? Just because I get Popeyes a certain day, I gotta be a certain black? Like, come on, bro. Like, what's up with you, bro? You wildin', my nigga. Come on, dog. You feel me? Some days I can't just be feeling Popeyes. It always gotta be the blackies, the blacks to go into Popeyes, bro. You feel me? Come on now, dog. Come on now, dog.
What spot are you on?
I'm definitely more on the Popeye side.
I think Alexander should come to the left.
Yeah,
To the
left
darker
is
side.
darker, yeah.
No, he needs to go to the right.
I mean, based on his own analysis, I suppose he should go to the left because he said if Chick-fil-A, go to the right.
Chick-fil-A.
If
Oh, okay.
Popeyes, go
Yeah,
to the left.
true.
So if
Good,
he's
good
Popeyes, then he should go to the
acknowledgement.
left.
How many spaces?
Just switch with Cat, I guess.
I was just curious if we're all gonna get canceled or not, because this conversation can be very ignorant, and I was debating on even like trying to ask anything, because it's so hard.
Man,
to
ask that
base things
motherfucker.
Off of just like questions. I tried to make it kind of funny, be like, well, if you like Chick-fil-A, move here. Popeyes, move here.
Where's everybody from?
England.
LA.
I know it.
Los Angeles.
I know it.
Utah.
UAE, Dubai.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
She has
Wow.
an
That's
accent.
amazing.
I'm from Long Beach, Los Angeles.
I'm from LA, South LA specifically.
Where's your accent from?
Specifically.
My accent? I thought it was American.
It sounds a little
Yeah,
bit
it sounds a
like,
little
There's a
odd.
twinge of something.
No, it
When
doesn't.
she
I
says certain
worked on it for
things.
7 years.
like South African or something.
Yeah, that
Okay,
definitely would work,
yeah.
without a doubt.
Well, she needs to be where I'm at, I think.
I disagree. I think she should be more to the right, honestly.
What
I think
accent
in
does she
South
have? I don't
Africa,
hear it.
It's a very diverse country.
I don't hear none.
I think she should move one side to the right.
I'm really trying to
honestly.
catch it. Like, I was
think
trying to
she
catch
should
it.
go
I don't hear
first.
none.
When you grew up, was family like a big thing for you guys, or was it more, everybody was more individualistic?
We're really, really family oriented, and I grew up doing like everything with them.
I feel like growing up in Utah, it's a very like conventional familial place.
I mean, how would that prove how black you are, though? You feel me? You could be the blackest of the black and still hang out with your family, OD. Like, come on now. You feel me? What does that have to do with anything? You can't be a dark skin hanging out with the fam? Like, what's up? You can't be a dark skin hanging out with the family? What's up?
Because of the culture.
I grew up with both my parents in the household, and I pretty much do everything for them.
Family is very important to me, but I grew up with a single mom.
Ronnie, did that change anything for you?
I mean, the
Pre-
single
move to-
mom
pre- trying to
comment
move
was
it to the left.
interesting, but it's hard
Pre trying to move her to the left just because of that.
to say exactly what it
Pre
evokes.
trying to move it to the left
because
just because of that.
obviously the stereotype is there are more broken families stereotypically in darker skinned communities, but there's also plenty of broken homes in like lighter skinned communities.
I think just based on what you said right now and that you pointed out that, I think you have to be a little more.
You know what? At this point, fuck it.
Yes, I was
Ask.
just gonna say that as well. I feel
Who has
like
a dad there? Who
Ronnie
doesn't?
Might want to move down like
That'll prove.
2, maybe 2
Okay,
spaces.
so where
to your left.
Jaslyn is right.
Who has a dad in their life and who doesn't?
When did you
That'll
guys
prove. Come
become
on.
aware of the differences in skin tone?
My family's like pretty liberal, so we're very living in such a conservative state. I feel like I was taught very early on, or like learning about the differences and how we're treated and stuff pretty young, because my family is pretty passionate about equality.
She definitely needs that spot. That's her spot. Can we all agree? Let's all agree to not move her.
Yeah.
She belongs there for sure.
Yeah.
The relationship with my skin tone to like myself personally, I never felt insecure about it, but I definitely felt it. I think it's like exhaustion.
You can hear that nigga in her voice, but it's not all the way nigga, if you You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, you can hear that she's mixed. Like, you feel me? When I feel like when they're one shade, it sounds a certain specific type of way. Like, I feel like if I heard her voice, if I looked up this whole lineup, like, say for example, I looked at this whole lineup, right? And I closed my eyes and I started hearing her voice, and I remembered every one of this lineup, I would probably think it's her off the rip. I'm not gonna lie. I would think it's her. I would think it's her, bro.
Like myself personally, I never felt insecure about it, but I definitely felt it. I think it's like exhaustion. I don't want to have to explain who my parents are, like to like random strangers. Everything's always racial all the time, like when it comes to me, and it's really exhausting.
I realized
You good,
it
bro.
pretty young.
You good,
I
bro.
come from a country where colorism is still existent to this day. Growing up, it was the media representation that really made me feel like I'm not the standard. So
We might have to.
Yeah, I want to
move
move her. I want to move her down
might have
to
to
like
move her
next
to
to me
the-
probably or something like that.
let's go and talk about what everyone's hair type is.
I have curly hair.
I have straight hair.
I have baby hair.
Where's the
I have
nigga
really
naps?
curly hair.
I have curly hair.
Straight hair.
Mine's also wavy to curly.
Pierre, you kind of give up. So you play soccer and you're from Long Beach. You give up Latino vibes, bro. I don't know.
I was gonna say.
I don't know, because the name was throwing me off.
Wait, what's your favorite team, Pierre?
Real Madrid.
Oh,
Latino.
Go
yeah.
to right.
Oh wait, no.
He's Latino.
Nah,
to
he
the
like,
middle.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. He would go in the middle.
Tossed
One more.
around,
He would
man.
surely go in the middle.
Passed around like no one's
He moved the
business.
most.
What was everyone's experiences and where they grew up? So like, how did everyone like perceive? Like, what was it like interacting with others?
I look very different from most people. I get a lot of questions like, "Oh, what's your
Nigga,
ethnicity?
what?
Where are you from? Oh, is that your mom? Oh, is that your dad?" Right?
You belong here. I think.
My circumstances are pretty unique. Growing up, it was constantly mentioned, my skin tone and what I looked like. And yeah, it was a big topic of conversation for sure.
Do you have freckles?
Yes,
stay
I
down there.
do.
Maybe she's like
Stay
strawberry
down there.
blonde
Stay
or
down
Yeah,
there.
or
Ginger.
I have like an
ginger.
image of her in my head, and she's like redhead.
Yeah.
me too.
I don't know why.
yeah, just the voice matches so well.
Yeah, you give off redhead with like a bunch of freckles. I don't know.
Anyone else want to talk about their experiences?
There is a lot of diversity where I'm from, but for the most part, I didn't.
For the most
really-
part.
there was nothing extra interesting about my experience where I grew up.
What city are you from?
London,
What part?
southeast.
I think she's got to move to the left.
Yeah,
I think so,
actually,
too.
I forgot.
I think I've heard that South London is kind of like more diverse.
Diverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she moves to 3. I think she'd be at 3, honestly.
I think she should switch
She
to
where
Pierre.
KSI from, ain't it?
Do you feel like your ethnicity, like historically, has faced
Oppression.
challenges?
Yes.
Yeah, like oppression.
Maybe not in the-
What was the question?
Oppression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
I
the
think
Do you
Huh?
feel like your ethnicity, like historically, has faced?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Do you feel like your ethnicity has historically faced? Faced what?
oppression.
Challenges.
Yes.
Yeah,
Faced
like
what?
oppression.
Maybe not in the past, but definitely now. If that
Okay.
makes
I'm
sense.
confused.
Like,
Faced
it
what?
definitely always if they were here.
Oh.
That makes me want to move you a little to the right.
Yeah, I think she needs to
Maybe
go to
just
the right
switch to
too.
the 2
Yeah,
spot instead of
maybe.
1.
Yeah.
Let's have everyone else finish the question that was originally asked.
No.
Yes.
Do you feel like your
somewhat,
ethnicity is firmly
Yeah.
faced oppression? What is oppression?
Yes.
I think I'd move.
That's like
Cat
backlash or
up
something?
1.
Kat and Pierre, I don't know. I think they're good where they are personally, but if you guys think that.
I'm telling you, the girl from the UK, man. I'm telling
Okay.
you.
I feel like yeah. Do you want to
Telling you.
switch?
Pierre
with-
is too high up, y'all.
Do you guys feel like we really like meet?
I
feel like
like
it's
that.
so
Pretty
hard.
cool.
I feel like Pierre.
Wait, you wanted Ronnie. To
What
move,
am I talking about? I
right?
can
You
see
ever
them.
move her?
Yes.
Okay.
No one moved. We didn't move
Does
her.
anyone?
Let's
I'm
trust
over here
his
playing like I
intuition.
don't, like
I
I'm
like
trying to.
it.
You
Yeah,
feel
Go
me?
with what he's saying.
telling you.
Number 2, Ronnie.
We are ready to do the reveal. If everyone wants to take their blindfolds off, go ahead.
Ooh, it is bright.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Oh.
Oh.
Right. I was literally.
That's what I said too.
Yo, go.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
we're
you have
just
the red
like-
hair.
Yeah, I do. Freckles, red hair. You got
I
it.
knew it. See.
You got it.
I was honestly expecting to see more darker skinned people, but surprise, surprise, like I was on second. It was cool to see all these different backgrounds as well. Everyone was very diverse.
Do you guys
My
want to
nigga look like
represent yourself based on
Aquaman.
your actual skin tone?
Sure. Pierre was right.
I'm like deciding who's the
I don't
lightest
know.
here.
I would definitely, if I hadn't laid out yesterday, I would definitely be
Probably be
lighter.
me.
But right now, probably you.
Yeah.
What about you two? Are you?
Um.
I think you're lighter than him.
Oh.
Right? Or no?
By a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Tiny bit.
I think we did pretty well considering we couldn't see anyone.
Tight shit. Tight shit.
Does everyone
Like
want to go
Thai
down
shit.
the line and say what their ethnicity is?
I'm Afro-Latina, so my parents are from Guatemala.
You're Latina. You're Latina.
And say what their ethnicity
Latina,
is?
mommy.
I'm Afro-Latina, so
Afro Latina. What is that?
my
African and Latina?
parents are from Guatemala, but my mom is black.
I'm Scottish and English originally, but both my parents have adoption on
I can see
their
that.
side, so I don't know.
I can see that.
I'll never know. But white for sure.
I'm half Asian, half Latina.
Half white, half Middle
So what would
Eastern.
that make you?
I'm Indian.
Latasian?
My dad's Japanese, mom's African American.
Nigerian.
So I grew up
Nigerian
in South
queen.
LA, so if you were
Oh, I know her
Latino,
father.
you were black, you're Latino.
I know her
and
father
I have a
is
skin
black,
condition, so
black.
I have albinism. And so I was always like the lightest everywhere, and people were just like, oh, what are you? Even outside of my own community, it's like, what are you? Because I'm not like pigmented at all.
Beautiful. Is
yeah.
what you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
When I was in 6th grade,
You good,
the
shorty?
Gingers Have No Souls thing came
You good,
out.
shorty?
So yeah, I was
You
always
good, shorty?
definitely like, I wasn't necessarily bullied, but being a ginger was a topic of conversation, like growing up for sure. Systematically, obviously, I was not impacted because as a white person, unfortunately in America, that's kind of the way it goes. So like I definitely was impacted, but not to the extent that I could have been, you know?
Just socially.
Yeah, exactly.
I was born in India, but I moved to the UAE like right after. And colorism, like I said,
The
is really
UAE?
persistent
What's
in
the
my
E?
country. So I'm not on
The
the like,
UAE?
darkest end of the spectrum in my country, but I'm
Where's
like
that?
middle toned. So bleaching is huge.
That's like a whole
Wait,
other world.
bleaching
What is that?
huge?
They have like lotion and
Yeah,
skin
I've heard of it,
cares
but I
with,
didn't
like,
know that that was
bleaching.
like a
Yeah,
thing.
and
back
I used to
in-
use that, like just like random
Damn.
lotion,
Yeah.
not knowing anything. Like we have Bollywood, right? And you see all these actresses
All
that are
light-skinned.
mostly light skinned. So when you see like lighter skinned
Really?
people like being
I thought people in
glorified,
Bollywood were
you
more like-
automatically start to think
On
you're not
like the
you
Indian
know,
Yeah,
side.
the
yeah, for
person.
sure.
So for me, it's very interesting because I moved around a lot. Growing up in LA, I knew I was different, but it didn't really affect me all that much. I just knew I had a black mom and an Asian dad. But when I moved to Texas, when I moved to the South,
Team
it was the
Beast,
first time it was called like the
majestic ass nigga,
N-word
bro.
or like, which
Exactly.
is
Yeah,
a
it's
derogatory
really-
term
it's
too.
really- yeah.
But like I
you
said,
say?
word or like, which
Exactly.
is a
Yeah, it's
derogatory
really-
term
it's
too.
really- yeah.
But like I said, I just
Texas,
accept
I'm
it,
crazy.
and there are definitely pros and cons to how I look.
I have a really interesting experience with race because I mean I did notice some things. I was like, oh my gosh, all the boys in school like the like lighter girls. Wow, that's like interesting. To kind of put it bluntly, it was like I moved
need to
to
find a
America and was
KSI,
told
shorty.
to feel oppressed. And again, it's like
You
it
needed to
wasn't
find a
white
KSI
people
type of
telling
nigga.
me all of
That's
these
what you
things.
needed.
It was black people telling me all of these things, and that was
I feel like her and KSI
really
would go
interesting.
great.
And I felt really like, why do you guys want me to
You know,
fail?
he
Or
got
why
a
do you guys
fat
want me to
forehead.
think
Her shit is kind of
from a
normal.
position of failure?
You know?
And then something that was interesting.
You got height
is
on her?
I sound white. I met a guy once, and he came
Look
up
like
to
they
me
can
and was like,
fit.
"Oh, I didn't expect you to sound like that." And I was like, "Oh, well, your race is the least interesting thing about you, and a lot
got a
of
pretty
your
bold smile,
experience
too.
with your race will be defined by the culture you
That's
are
some JJ
surrounded
needs
by,
right there.
as opposed to the actual
That's a
color
woman.
of your skin."
You're beautiful no matter.
And her
what you
father's
look like,
Nigerian?
for sure. I feel like it's really
So you know
important
her father
to
keeps her in
regard
check.
like self-worth
So
off
that's in
of
check woman right
character rather than physical appearance. Overall, what's inside matters way more. So just be a good person.
Don't be afraid to like accept your culture and just like be proud of your background
the
because
most
I know
black?
that it's hard
Have I
when
seen
you're
this?
a minority and a person of color in America. So I think that we should just like be proud of
Have I
our
seen this?
background.
Who's the most black?